Lanyards. They hold the key to all of our success. League of Legends has had lanyards dating back to sometime in 2013, maybe earlier, but the majority have seen themselves crop up at a PAX event during the third competitive season. The lanyards have varied with their designs throughout the years, both artistically and structurally, but for the most part have maintained a similar theme and layout. In 2015, I had the privilege of attending the Mid-Season Invitational, an event held in Tallahassee, Florida at the Donald L. Tucker Civic Center. The center, for you couldn't have possibly picked a longer name. The lanyards were given out free to those attending, although on a very limited basis. This is the 2015 model, and it bears a layout that has similar features to the earlier PAX models, although I can't directly compare the two as I don't have a PAX model. This one features the character on one side using part of the character's in-game artwork and the League of Legends crest imprinted on the other, with the same logo at the top. The other side features the same layout, this time with a different character. The side with the splash art is the busiest, leaving the other side extremely simple. This is the 2016 design, featured at the 2016 League of Legends World Championship, and it borrows directly from this design. Laying them side by side, there doesn't appear to be much difference, but upon further inspection, there have been changes to the materials that make up both of the pieces. Notably, the newer model has a smoother, silkier feel to the lanyard, and it seems to feel a little bit thicker, which could be a side effect to the use of materials or the method of laying down the ink. This lends the new one to have a slight satin sheen to it that the other lacks. The old model does have a bit more flexibility to it, which definitely contributes to the new one having a feeling of higher thickness, while appearing to be exactly the same. The biggest changes to the holders of the keys are the designs they bear and the bottom of the lanyards. The new lanyards have much more going on around the game's crest, and even goes as far as getting away from the simple design standard and adding artwork behind them as well. This one even has Xerath on both sides of the nape. At the bottom, some structure changes have been implemented. The cloth has been glued much more significantly at the end to prevent fraying on the open side, although the stitching seems to have remained the same. The biggest change seems to have been the actual eyelet, which would either hold keys or pass cards. There are some slight changes overall between the spring latches. The new design has a larger loop, but the fit and finish is poorer compared to the older model. The diamond grips, semi-polished finish, and smooth round edges found on the eyelet of the older model are gone for a cheaper casted material that is lighter and notably flimsier. The positive change seems to have come where the cloth meets the metal. The new one is significantly larger and more rounded than the old one, which has much less stress on the corners of the cloth and lends itself to be much less prone to fraying. Both have artwork flaws that I noticed, but only at the crest located at the top. Its orientation is fine while using one character, but is upside down while using the other. Overall, the newer lanyards are much more improved in nearly every way. They have more included into their visual designs, and the quality levels of the pieces have risen to where it counts the most, although this has come at the expense of the strength and finish in other areas, such as the key eyelet, which isn't a big deal breaker, but can invoke some concern for those who like to swing their keys around in a circle. Like me. I give the new lanyards a thumbs up, and hopefully we'll see more characters and designs crop up in the near future. It's a cool thing to have, and if you have the change to get your hands on one, it's highly suggested, as so far they are exclusive pieces that aren't for sale from Riot directly.